Welcome to APUH113, your daily radio about United States history. I'm with my co-host Saifani, and we have a special episode for you. Today's topic is the war on drugs. Started by Nixon in 1960, we'll be discussing the legality and the history of drugs in the United States, ranging from 1915 to the present.
Alright, to kickstart things, I'm Saifani. To start it all off, back in the 50s, people saw drugs as a very malicious thing. They hadn't really seen a point to focus on a person's rehabilitation of a person that is a user or an addict. The Boggs Act put people in jail for a boatload of years for possession of marijuana. Like, it could be as small as a gram, and you could get anywhere from 2 to 10 years, or even if deemed necessary by the court, you could have to pay up to a $20,000 fine.
All right, for our next segment, we have some guest callers calling in for some questions. Let's get started. Caller 1, you're live on the radio. What can we do for you?
Hi, I'm Olivia. So how did the U.S. and people change as time went on?
Oh, that's an easy one. As the 1900s went on and the 2000s came, legislation became more progressive. People were getting put in jail for small amounts of drug possession. Life for them was becoming difficult in the 60s, but leading to the 2000s, fast forward to now former President Obama, he had set aside $350 million for helping the rehabilitation of people who had fallen victim to drugs. This was to help them progress their life after drugs, while back in the day there was little to no assistance to them or to help them.
Alrighty, thank you, Olivia. Now to our next caller. You're live.
Hi, I'm Grant, and I was calling in to ask what made all these drugs legal after such a long time of them being illegal in the 1970s.
Well, you see, people really didn't know that much about these drugs. But over time, as technology and medical studies continued, they learned more. They learned more about withdrawal symptoms and how they affected people in their everyday lives. Some withdrawal symptoms that folks learned over the years are that your brain releases a chemical called dopamine. When they consume the drug, their dopamine levels increase drastically. But without it, their brain doesn't reach those dopamine levels naturally, and you start to crave that feeling.
Alright, well, thanks for our guest callers, but that's all the time we have for today's segment. Tune in tomorrow around 2:30 Eastern Time for our next topic, Nazis. I'm Nolan Garza, and thank you for tuning in. Have a great day. See ya!
APUH113, and he won't stop.